Hi, welcome to mattdavisyoga.com. Today's class is an all levels vinyasa flow class, and if you'd like to follow along, there is a playlist that goes with it. I've linked it in the bio there, and if you came here through my email, you'll have the link. So now is the time to push play on your playlist. If we're going to line it up with the woman's work at the end, which is the main thing, right? So I'm now playing my playlist, you should be playing yours. You can adjust the volume throughout if you need it louder, quieter to be able to hear my voice. I understand. So this is the first time I've done a playlist with a class, and I really appreciate you indulging me. I hope it works out well for us. So we're going to start on our backs today in Shavasana, and we're going to start in this mudra. So take the middle finger, the finger that you would use to swear with, and put your thumb on it like that. Yeah, and then lie on our backs. So just find a comfortable resting seat in Shavasana. This mudra is designed to give us omnipresence. And the goal really for me is for us to just cultivate a bit of an understanding beyond the present moment. Music can help us do that. Mudras can help us do that. But as you come to rest on the mat now, and really find yourself sinking into the mat, just become aware of your breath coming in and out of the body. Allow your body to find its natural rest here and feel supported by the ground underneath you. Just constrict the back of the throat and start to notice the Ujjayi breath, the Ujjayi pranayama, just so you can hear that louder breathing coming in and out. Good. Bring the right knee up to the chest, to the right armpit, and just give it a little bit of a squeeze in, just so you're sort of squeezing that right knee into the armpit now. And on the inhale and the exhale, just start to make some gentle circles anti-clockwise with the right knee. You really open up the hip here. And change direction, whichever way you were going before. And let that right foot back down to the mat, and then bring the left knee up on the inhale. And again, just squeezing it into the left armpit, and then making some nice big circles with the left knee, anti-clockwise or clockwise. We'll just change direction after 3 breaths. Just making sure we're opening up those hips. And let the foot go back down onto the ground. This time we're going to bring that right leg straight up above us and just grab behind the right thigh. Flex the right foot, and on the inhale, bring that foot slightly closer towards you, and on the exhale, relax, and inhale slightly closer towards you, just stretching out the back of that right leg. Take some circles with the right foot, clockwise, just to open up that right ankle. And change direction with the foot. And then just relax that right foot back down to the mat. And bring the left leg high, straightening out the leg, flexing the left foot. And gradually moving that left ankle clockwise. Remembering to keep the breath active. And the other way, anti-clockwise. Nice active breath here. You should feel the front of the ankle just stretching out a little bit, as well as the back of the leg.
Good. Gently bring that down, and then I'm going to bring the right sole of the sole of the right foot up to the mat, and the sole of the left foot. I'm going to hop my hips over to the right and just bring both knees down to the left. You may need a block under your legs to ensure that your right shoulder can stay on the ground. We're just going to look over that right shoulder there. Take a nice spinal twist. Deep inhale. Deep inhale. And let it go. Bring the knees back up to the middle. And then we're going to pop the hips over to the left and bring both of those knees down to the right now for a spinal twist in the other direction. Make sure that left shoulder is rooted down nicely into the mat. Look over the left shoulder as you inhale deeply. You may notice one side is considerably more open than the other at this time in the practice, and that's good. It's a sign that you're noticing what your body's doing and what you're feeling. On the next inhale, bring those feet back up to center and just bring them into the chest and give yourself a nice hug. Start to rock forward and back, just basically rocking along the line of the spine. You want to have a little bit of fun with this. You're not looking to get back up, but after 2 or 3 of these, we're going to rock up to seated position. There you go. And just elongate the spine. So you're taking a deep breath from the low belly into the mid belly and all the way into the upper chest, really opening up that chest there, and let it go. And again, low belly, mid belly, upper chest, and let it go. Good. Just take some neck rolls, so bring the right ear down to the right shoulder, and on the inhale, roll back and around, so left ear meets left shoulder, and then the exhale, chin to chest, and again, inhale. I always really love stretching the neck. It's something that doesn't always get done in warm-up for yoga. I always think it's a shame not to really stretch out those muscles in the neck. Just really feel every single one of them. And then when the right shoulder comes to the right ear, change directions. Inhale back. Exhale, arm forward. Inhale back. Exhale forward. Inhale back. Exhale forward. Great. We're going to tuck the toes in hero pose. So my toes are tucked behind me. So you'll feel a nice opening in the back of the feet. You should feel some sensation here. We're just going to inhale, raise those arms up and take some wrist circles in one direction. You may notice some sensation on the back of the feet. That's good. We want to keep that going. If it crosses the line from sensation into pain, then you can always drop down onto the tops of the feet. But if it's just sensation, opening up those feet, then excellent. Take the wrist circles in the other direction. Keep that breathing nice and deep, really waking up the lungs. On the exhale, just bring the arms down to the sides and just bring that middle finger in towards you. So you're really stretching out that nice sort of set of muscles along the bottom side of the arm here. Really inhale deeply this time. Inhale and exhale. Next inhale, just take a couple of delicate circles here. Again, you should feel the muscles coming alive in various bits of the arms. Just ask yourself, what are they telling me? Are there any messages they're sending me? And take those cycles in the opposite direction. Good. Take the hands down to the mat now and undo those feet. Just tap the tops of the feet on the ground. You should notice just a slight coming alive in the feet there. Now that you've kind of really given yourself a nice opening on the feet. Turn the hands around so they're facing you, and we'll just take some anti-clockwise circles around the wrists. Again, the wrists should really come alive here and you'll feel some sensation. Really on the inhale and the exhale, inhaling around, exhale and letting it go. Inhale for that slight strain, exhale, go, and then the other way. It's good. Really stretching out those wrists. They're going to be doing most of the work, so only fair to give them a bit of warning. And then on the inhale, let's just turn those hands around. You may want to shake them off. Just raise the head up and the gaze for a cow pose. And then on the exhale, tuck it over, come right into your scaredy cat pose. Inhale, cow. Exhale, scaredy cat. And take a couple more of these on your own time. You may want to add slight movement of the hips or anything that just feels intuitive for you. Some people take it deeper and really open up into a child's pose. Whatever feels good to you in these few cat-cows on your own time. Go with the breath, don't fight it. Good. And now just rock that right leg back and forth. And just open up that right hamstring. Bring the left hand underneath you and just kickstand out that left leg behind. Bring the right arm above us for the inhale and just notice a long line of energy behind. Inhale deeply, all the way up into the chest and open that chest up. And you may want to bring that right hand over the shoulder just for a nice deep stretch. Just really feeling the side body and the shoulder come alive. Feeling a nice deep stretch in that right hip. Inhale, low belly, mid belly, upper chest. You may even want to open up slightly more for a really deep back bend, so that right arm coming back behind you, opening right up in the shoulder. And then on the exhale, come back down to your cat-cow. And inhale and exhale for a couple of cat-cows. This time, take that left leg behind us. Just inhale and exhale just to really open up that hamstring. Good. Bring the right hand beneath the right shoulder and just kickstand out onto the right side. Inhale, bring that left arm up above us. Inhale deeply. And on the exhale, you might want to bring that left arm up overhead. You may even want to come over into more of a back bend there. Whatever feels right for you. It's not a competition. It's not a sort of question of what you can achieve. What you're really trying to do is make progress through our practice. So ask yourself, what progress am I making? We're not aiming for perfection. We're not aiming to hit some gold standard of yoga here. We're just inhaling really deeply and letting the breath teach us. And then on the exhale, slowly bringing that left arm back down for our tabletop. Inhaling for a couple more cat-cows. Taking any intuitive movements that we feel we may want to take. And then just coming over the feet here, making sure that the hands are spread, the fingers are spread nicely on the mat. Just coming over the feet and bringing those hips back for our first downward dog of the day. You should notice a nice opening in hamstrings. You should notice sensation. Again, we're making progress here, not perfection. So just try, if you can, to breathe deeply into your downward dog. Deep inhale from the low belly, mid belly, upper chest, and let it go. And again, deep inhale, low belly, mid belly, upper chest. And then slowly walk the feet forward between the hands. Take your time to do this. Really feel every bit of stretch that's coming. And then fold forward and hang over those knees in forward fold. You might want to grab your alternate elbows. Deep breaths here.
And then slowly on the inhale, come up like a ragdoll. So imagine that your head's going to be the last thing to come up. You're coming up into your Tadasana, mountain pose. Bring the hands to the sides. Just feel the body is maybe slightly more awake. I sometimes feel like slight clicking sensation in my back as I come up there. That's really good. Just notice what your body's saying. Just going to avoid my laptop falling down on the floor. Find the mudra and take deep breaths. This is a good time to find an intention or just to listen to Kate Bush singing, whichever you prefer. Inhale, arms rise up overhead. Exhale, fold forward, hinging at the hips. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale, step the right foot back, dropping the right knee. Inhale, arms rise up overhead. Slight back bend, deep breath. Inhale. And on the exhale, fold forward, frame the front foot, tree to the back, downward facing dog. Inhale, forward into plank pose. Exhale, down, knees, chest and chin. Inhale, halfway cobra. Exhale, over into downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot goes high. Exhale, step it through between the hands, drop the left knee. Inhale, arms rise up overhead. Breathe deeply. Exhale, frame the front foot, bring the left foot to the right, fold forward. Inhale, arms rise overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms rise up overhead. Exhale, fold forward, hinging at the hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step the left foot back this time, dropping the knee. Inhale, all the way up in a deep breath. Really breathe into that sun salutation. Exhale, frame the right foot, bring the right foot to meet the left, downward facing dog. Inhale as you come forward into plank pose. Exhale, knees, chest and chin. Inhale for baby cobra. Exhale, over into downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg goes high behind us. Exhale, step that left leg through, drop the right knee. Inhale, arms rise, sun salutation, Anjaneyasana. Deep breath. And exhale, frame the front foot, bring the right to meet the left at the front of the mat, hang heavy. Notice if anything shifted there in the body. Slowly on the inhale, arms rise up overhead, and exhale, hands to heart center. If you set an intention, remember what the intention was. If your intention was just to listen to Kate Bush, then just listen to Kate Bush. That's just as good an intention as any. Inhale, arms rise up overhead. Exhale, fold forward, hinging at the hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step the right foot back, keeping the right knee lifted. Keep the right hand down. Inhale, bring that left arm up for a low lunge twist. Really breathe deeply into that side body. And on the exhale, frame the front foot, bring it to the back, downward facing dog. Roll forward into plank on the inhale. Exhale, down, knees, chest and chin. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, over into downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg goes high. Exhale, step it through between the hands. Keep that left knee lifted. Left hand stays down on the mat. Inhale, right arm up for a low lunge twist. Breathe. On the exhale, frame the front foot. Bring the left foot to meet the right at the front of the mat. Unfold forward in a forward fold. Inhale, slowly raise the arms up overhead. And hands to heart center on the exhale. Inhale, arms rise up overhead. Exhale, fold forward, hinging at the hips. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale, step the left foot back this time, keeping the knee lifted. Inhale, raise that right arm up overhead. Exhale, frame the right foot, bring the right to meet the left, downward facing dog. Inhale, forward for a plank pose. Exhale, knees, chest and chin, or chaturanga this time. Inhale, upward dog or baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, left leg goes high this time. Exhale, step it through between the hands. Keep that right knee lifted. On the inhale, bring the left arm up. Try if you can to really breathe deeply from the low belly, mid belly, and the upper chest. And on the exhale, frame that left foot. Bring the right foot to meet the left. Forward fold. Breathe deeply. Slowly on the inhale, arms rise up overhead. And hands to heart center on the exhale. Deep breath. Inhale, arms rise up overhead. Exhale, fold forward, hinging at the hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step the right foot back, this time keeping that right leg lifted and rising up into a high lunge for your sun salutation. Make sure that back ankle is nice and lifted up towards the sky, back hamstrings engaged, and you can get a slight back bend in the top of the spine on the inhale. Low belly, mid belly, upper chest. Exhale, frame the front foot, bring it to the back, thread downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward into plank pose. Exhale, knees, chest and chin or chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or baby cobra. Exhale, over into downward facing dog. Inhale, bring that right leg high. Exhale, step the right leg high. Keep that left leg high this time. Keep that left ankle high. And come up on the inhale. Trying not to fall over, especially if you're the teacher. Into a high lunge. Inhale and exhale deeply. Keeping that left hamstring engaged. Inhale. And exhale, frame the right foot. Bring the left to meet the right. Hang forward, forward fold. Deep breath in and a deep breath out. On the inhale, slowly rising up. Arms rise overhead. Hands to heart center. Inhale, arms rise overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step the left leg back. Keeping that left heel lifted and left knee lifted. Inhale, high lunge. Slight back bend, deep breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. And on the exhale, frame the front foot. Bring the front foot to the back to meet it. Downward facing dog. Inhale forward for a plank pose. Exhale, knees, chest and chin or chaturanga. Inhale for upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg goes high. Step that left leg between the legs and the hands even. Keep your right knee lifted and the right heel lifted as you inhale up into your high lunge. Deep breath here. Low belly, mid belly, up chest, and really surrender into the pose. Frame the front foot, bring the right foot to meet it, and hang ever in forward fold. Letting it go. I like to do a deep breath out through the mouth here. Slowly inhaling to come up, hands overhead. Exhale, hands to our center. Congratulate yourself for warming up. Tadasana. Remember your intention, or listen to Kate Bush and breathe deeply. One of my favourite things about Kate Bush music is complete lack of restraint. And obviously I want us to practice the postures safely here, but we also want to surrender slightly into the flow. So we're going to do a standing series and we're going to really kind of breathe in, breathe out. We're going to move quite quickly and we're really going to try and get the blood flowing and just try and sort of stop the brain from thinking, enjoy the music and just kind of get into the flow of it. That's what we're going for. So we're moving to our standing series now. Standing at the top of the mat. Inhale, arms rise up. Real back bend there. So I'm trying to bend all the way up so that my back is really releasing. and keeping the low belly engaged. But then on the exhale, fold forward, hinging at the hips. Inhale, slight lift. Exhale, step back into downward facing dog and breathe deeply. Take your deepest breath of the day, in and out. And on the inhale, bring that right leg high. Exhale, step it through between the hands. Come up for warrior one. So that left foot is come down at a 45-degree angle, and that right foot is really bent, that right knee's bending, and inhaling deeply. Low belly, mid belly, upper chest. On the exhale, come down into warrior two. Really deep. So as long as that knee doesn't go over the line, we can come really deeply into that right knee. Remember, we're trying to do this with a little bit less restraint than normal, so really breathing deeply. And on each exhale, just see if you can come slightly deeper, bringing that right knee out and towards that right pinky toe. Keeping the shoulders aligned, keeping the hips aligned, making sure we're pushing down through all four corners of that back foot. Good. Inhale, come up into our peaceful warrior, bringing the left hand over to meet the right hip crease. Really deep breath here. And on the next exhale, frame the right foot. Bring the right foot to meet the back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward, plank position. Exhale, chaturanga or knees, chest and chin. Inhale, upward dog or baby cobra. Exhale over into downward facing dog and breathe. Inhale, left leg goes high. Exhale, step the left leg between the hands. Turn that right hand, foot down to 45-degree angle. And on the inhale, come up for a warrior one. Deep breath. From the low belly, mid belly, upper chest. Imagine someone's pulling your chest up towards the ceiling with a rope. Really deep breath and real surrender there. And then on the next exhale, over into warrior two. Really deep bend in that left knee. It's not going over the ankle. And that left knee's coming out towards the pinky toe, so you feel the opening in the hips. Inhale deeply from the low belly, mid belly, upper chest. On each exhale, come slightly deeper if you can. One more inhale there, low belly, mid belly, upper chest, and let it go. Inhale, flip that left hand up, bring that right hand round to the left hip crease, and breathe in peaceful warrior. Next exhale, frame the front foot, bring the back foot to meet it, forward fold. Inhale, arms rise overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good. Notice, how is your energy moving through the body? Can I breathe more deeply? Or is the breath telling me to back off? If it is, back off. But if you can breathe more deeply and sweat a little more, now's the time. So we're going to inhale deeply, arms rise overhead. Exhale, fold forward, hinging at the hips. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale, this time step the left foot back, warrior one. So that left foot's at a 45-degree angle. Rising that right and the arms up. Really breathing into that position. And then on the exhale, warrior two. Inhale, coming back over, peaceful warrior. Inhale deeply. And slowly, just heel toe that left foot, the back foot, slightly towards the front, and straighten that front leg. Yeah? So I heel toe that back foot in slightly, straighten the front leg, still in peaceful warrior, and then on the next inhale, bring those arms up above us. Yeah? Good. And just breathe deeply. Deeply. Low belly. Mid belly, upper chest, slight back bend. And then bring that right foot round so that we're in what I would say is kind of option for a forward fold here. And we're going to fold hinging at the hips. So slowly, with the finger pointing above us, hinging, engage low belly so that you're controlled here and there's no strain on the upper back. And come down into a wide-legged forward fold. Yeah. You may want to bring those feet slightly wider. The key here is to have the toes pointing in. Yeah, you do not want those toes pointing out. You want the toes pointing in and the ankles pointing out. And on the inhale, flat back, and on the exhale, fold forward. You may bring the crown of the head to the ground if you want. You may not. That's all good. The thing here is we're really stretching out all of those muscles in the legs. So deep breaths, low belly, all the way into the upper chest, and let it go. We're going to stay here for 5 breaths. So whatever you want to do to really bring this into the deepest possible fold, go ahead and do it. On the next inhale, come up for a halfway lift, and then slowly turn that front foot around and bring the hands around to meet the right foot at the top of the mat. Bring the right foot to meet the left at the back for a downward facing dog, and then roll forward into plank pose. Good. Exhale, knees, chest and chin or chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, over into downward facing dog. Very nice. Inhale, left leg goes high. Exhale, step the left leg to the front of the mat. I'm going to come around the other way so we can see. Inhale, coming up into warrior one. So that right foot down at a 45-degree angle, left foot straight ahead. Inhale deeply and exhale there. Inhale and exhale. On the next exhale, down into warrior two. Really coming down into that front knee as far as we can, making sure that it doesn't go over the straight line, but making sure that that knee's coming out towards that left foot. Inhale deeply, low belly, mid belly, upper chest, and let it go. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Good, deep breath here. And on the next inhale, bring those hands up ahead and make sure we just bring that foot slightly closer together. And inhale deeply. Really into a slight back bend there. And let it go. Inhale, low belly, mid belly, upper chest. And now on the exhale, make sure we turn those feet to face each other and that they're a manageable distance apart. That means different things for different people, so do what feels comfortable for you. Engage that low belly and the lower back, and we're hinging forward at the hips here. Yeah? Nice. Fold forward, all the way between the legs. At that point, you might want to bring those legs further apart. Just make sure that the big toes are facing inwards so we don't hurt yourself. Inhale deeply for a halfway lift. And exhale, fold forward, hinging at those hips. Just bringing yourself down however you choose to. And again, staying here for 5 breaths, deep breaths. Inhale. And let it go. Slowly on the next inhale, come up for a halfway lift. And then on the exhale, come up, framing that front foot, the left foot in my case, and then bring that back foot to the front, forward fold. Good. Hang heavy and forward fold. And then slowly bring the arms up overhead. To me, look above you. And on the exhale, bring them to heart center. Great. We're going to do one more round of that. We're going to go to a slightly different posture at the end. So if you're with me, let's run up that hill, as Kate Bush would say. So inhale, arms rise up overhead. Exhale, fold forward, hinging at the hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step the right foot back, warrior one. Inhale, arms rise, warrior one. Deep breath. And let it go. Deep breath. And on the exhale, warrior two. Inhale deeply. Inhale, peaceful warrior. This time on the exhale, down to extended side angle. So just bringing that right shoulder up, bring the right arm up, and then over the head. Inhale deeply, low belly, mid belly, upper chest. Good. Now you might want to bring a block to the outside of your mat. We're going to do a half moon pose here. So any kind of rest there, but keeping that right hand on the hip. Just bring the weight into the left leg, flex the right foot, and just shine open like the moon. Inhale deeply, low belly, mid belly, upper chest. And on the exhale, bring that right foot to meet the left, front of the mat, forward fold. Good. Deep breath, arms rise up overhead. Exhale, fold forward, hinging at the hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or hop back into chaturanga. The inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale over into downward facing dog here. Good. Inhale, right leg goes high. Exhale, step it between the hands. Bring that left foot down, warrior one. Inhale, deeply, and exhale. Inhale deeply. Let it go, warrior two. I feel like I might have finished running up a hill. Good. Inhale, turn that right hand up. Come up into that peaceful warrior. Deep breath. Next exhale, bring that right arm down to the right leg, heel toeing out. Make sure that the shoulder's coming open, so this shoulder's really shining up. Extended side angle. Inhale deeply here, low belly, mid belly, upper chest, and again. Low belly, mid belly, upper chest. You may want to bring a block just outside you on the right hand side. Keeping that left arm open, coming up. Of course, I'm not going to be able to do it when I'm watching myself on TV. Inhale, half moon pose. Good. Really shine that left leg up and really flex that left foot. Yeah, inhale deeply. Low belly, mid belly, upper chest. And again. Inhale. It's all right to fall, incidentally. Low belly, mid belly, upper chest. And on the exhale, bring that left foot over to meet the right and just hang over. Deep breaths, low belly, mid belly, upper chest. And let the hands sway in front of you. You can keep a bend in the legs if it helps. What we're really trying to do is release the back. So deep breaths here. Good. Slowly with control, raising the arms up overhead. And on the exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms rise overhead, slight back bend. Exhale, fold forward, hinging at the hips. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale, step or hop back into chaturanga or downward, and then up into up dog or baby cobra. Exhale over into downward facing dog. And just breathe in downward facing dog. Maybe you want to pedal out the legs. I don't know. It's all good here. Good. Bring the right leg high. And on the exhale, bring that right knee through to meet the knee. Yeah? What we want to do here is set up a pigeon pose. So what I'm trying to do is bring that right knee down to just behind the right shoulder. And then I'm trying to make sure that the right foot, as far as I can make it, is parallel with the top of the mat. Not all of us can get there, and I'm not extremely open in my right foot. But on the inhale, really open that chest up, yeah? And on the exhale, you may want to block under the right hip. If that right hip's coming up, that's fine. Most of us don't need that, but some of us do. And on the exhale, just so firstly, opening up on the inhale, and on the exhale, slowly coming down, just really stretching out that right hip in pigeon pose. We're going to stay here for 5 deep breaths. Inhale deeply and let it go.
Good. Next inhale, just come back up so that you're opening the chest again. And just bring those toes, those back toes to a tuck position. Next inhale, come back up, three-legged dog. So my right foot is way up behind me. I'm just bending that right foot just to open up that right hip overhead. Good. You may want to take circles, you may just want to hang it just to feel that nice opening in the hip. And on the next inhale, bring it straight. Just come back down into downward facing dog. You can take a flow here if you want to. If you want to roll forward, you can come do so. And then exhale down and inhale for an upward dog. Or you can stay in that downward dog and I'll see you there. Whichever way, we're ending this one in our downward facing dog. And on the inhale, slowly bringing that left leg high and bringing the left knee in to meet the left elbow. Then the left foot to meet the right wrist. I'm tucking that right toe and I'm bringing that block beneath my left hip because I'm not as open as I'd like to be. But you don't have to if you don't need to. Inhale, really opening the chest. And then exhale, folding forward into our pigeon pose on the other side. What we're really trying to do here is really open up that left hip. So take deep breaths and just notice what's releasing there. Good. On the next inhale, come up on those back toes, remove the block, and just inhale to raise that left leg high behind you. Just open up that left hip over the side of the body. Just make sure you're really opening it up. However you want. Just make sure that that left hand is still rooted down onto the mat. Inhale and exhale deeply as you do this. We're going to let that breath really flush out that hip. Yeah. And then slowly bring it back around and then bringing it down to a downward dog. Again, you can take an optional flow here or stay in downward facing dog. If you want to flow, inhale, roll forward into plank. Exhale, come down. Inhale, upward facing dog or baby cobra if you're doing that. Exhale, over into our downward facing dog. Good. Really deep breaths here. Slowly walking those feet slightly forward and then bringing the knees down to the mat. We're going to come into a child's pose just to rest for one moment. Inhale and exhale deeply here. Slowly walk the hands up and bring the legs out in front of us in staff pose. Good. We're going to do a nice little heart opener here. If you want to take a full wheel and it's in your practice and you're comfortable doing it and you know what you're doing, then now's the time to do it. I'm going to teach the bridge pose just because most of us are more comfortable doing a bridge pose and I don't want us to over push it. If, however, you want to take a bridge and then a full wheel, we can do that too. So I'm going to do a bridge first and then I'm going to teach the full wheel. So we've got two sets of heart openers. So first of all, for the bridge pose, slowly rolling down, bringing the soles of the feet towards the glutes. You can just feel the backs of the feet with the brushing with the fingers here. And then make sure that as you inhale, you're really pushing those knees in together so that you're raising up with this lower back kind of engaged and the core engaged as well. Yeah? You want to make sure that as you do inhale next, you can bring those shoulders in. You can clasp those hands beneath your lower back for a deeper stretch. But make sure you're not straining anywhere. You want to feel that as you inhale, you're squeezing those knees together as if you were squeezing a ripe piece of fruit in between them. You don't want to squash the fruit, but you want to make sure you keep hold of it. Inhale deeply, low belly, mid belly, upper chest, and slowly disengage, slowly coming down vertebrae by vertebrae, back down to the mat. Good.
If you want to take a full wheel when it's in your practice, we're going to do that now, but you are not under any pressure to do so, and I won't judge you. I certainly won't judge myself if I can't get into it. You can take another bridge pose. If you want to take the full wheel, bring the hands behind you, make sure that you're pushing down nicely, and that those elbows are not flexing out to the side, that they're really coming in to meet each other. And on the inhale, slowly raising up into full wheel. Inhale deeply, pushing those hips as high as you can, making sure those knees are still flexing in towards each other. Inhale all the way, low belly, mid belly, upper chest, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. One more deep breath, deep as you can now, come on. Deep breath, low belly, mid belly, upper chest, and slowly coming down on the exhale. With control, finding yourself on your back with those knees extended above you, and just allow the body a few seconds here to reintegrate and kind of collect itself, yeah? Before we hug those knees into the chest, let's do that now, and just roll left and right, really allowing all the love and anger to come out. Good. Good. Slowly dropping those feet to the mat. We're going to just windshield wiper here. So I'm bringing the soles of the feet to the side. I'm just bringing the legs to windshield wipe left and right, just to really open those hips back up. Just to sort of integrate what we just did. That heart opener took quite a lot of bravery. I remember the first time I did wheel pose, I was probably 38, and I didn't think I'd ever do that in my life. And I remember being absolutely gobsmacked that I was in this posture. It's good to acknowledge those kind of big leaps of faith, I think. Otherwise, what's the point in doing this stuff in the first place? Good. We're going to slowly come up into what I'm going to call a boat pose. So my legs are still here. I've rolled up, and I'm inhaling just to open the chest. Okay? So I'm not folding forward. I'm inhaling to open the chest, and as I do so, rolling back on the tailbone, bringing those feet up. And good. Holding in boat pose. Good. Now I'm going to come down and come back up a couple of times. So slowly come down and then back up. Breathing with it, yeah? So inhaling and exhaling to come back up. Inhaling to calm down. Exhaling to come back up. Inhaling to calm down. Exhaling to come back up and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And slowly rock it down. Good. Just bringing those feet down, soles of the feet down to the mat, and just taking a twist to the left. It's not a deep twist, this one, yeah? And again, twisting to the right. We did a twist earlier, so we don't need to fully twist. We're just gonna slowly now come back into Shavasana. So rolling down and finding yourself in Shavasana.
I'm not interrupting this, it's the best song ever. So if you are listening to the soundtrack, we're in This Woman's Work for 3 minutes. I'm just going to shut up, let you enjoy the song, and then I'll bring you out of it. Enjoy it. Next inhale, just bring a little bit more breath into the body. Last time I listened to that song properly, I think I was in California, having just moved around the world yet again for some probably ill-advised reason. And I was at my desk at work, and I had a complete meltdown. It was fantastic. So I hope everybody enjoyed that Shavasana. Inhale deeply and just wiggle the toes and the fingers. Starting to bring a bit of life back into the body. Starting to bring a bit more control back into the breathing. If you had a sobbing fit, fantastic. Now's the time to just try and get a grip again while enjoying the cathartic release that we experienced there. And slowly rolling onto the left side and just supporting the body with the right hand in a fetal position. Breathe deeply in that position and just arrive there. We don't want to sit up too quickly. We've got plenty of time. We just want to kind of make sure we don't pass out as we do sit up slowly into a seated posture. So just find yourself in a cross-legged seat at the top of the mat. And just notice what's shifted in your awareness over the last hour. I'm going to take that mudra again, so I'm just taking those middle fingers. I'm just going to sit here for maybe 5 breaths and just kind of scan the body. Inhale slowly and exhale. Asking ourselves, what have we gained from our practice? Thanking ourselves for showing up. Thanking yourself for showing up for yourself. Whichever selves showed up, thank them. Just focus on bringing your awareness both to this present moment, but also to a more omnipresent sense that all is unfolding as it should. However difficult that is to believe, everything's going to be all right. Everything's going to be just fine. Bring the hands to heart center. Breathe deeply from the low belly, mid belly, up the chest, and let it go. We're going to inhale this time for Om, so all the way in, and then Om on the outhale, so inhale. Om. Namaste. Thanks for showing up. There's plenty more of this nonsense at mattdavisyoga.com. Really appreciate your presence today and looking forward to next time.